Hello lovelies, and welcome back to the fun little speed paint video. So I wanted to showcase both of the heels down drawings in one video. They're similar, but they're different, but I was like, you know what, I can just put them together. That kind of makes sense, right? I mean, I did them in the same similar fashion. But anyways, this is the Western rider. First, we're just going for a fun little sketch. I wanted to showcase just the lower leg, because, you know, I'll be honest with you, if I had to draw the whole Western saddle, I think I might have cried when I started this piece. I was not feeling it, but I was like, I want to do this. It's going to be cute. It's going to come together. And I've been playing around with these new gouache brushes. I just absolutely love the look, the feel. Like, it's fun to work with, and I enjoy it so much. I've been trying to play around with my style and find a workflow that I like that really makes me want to create. So I'm trying to play around with some line art here, and I was like, you know, screw it. I'll keep what I had. So I kept what I had and worked from there as far as putting down the solid colors and working on the shading with these gouache brushes. I'll admit I'm still getting used to them, so it's a bit of a weird process trying to add all that shading in and not over blending. I feel like I over blend and then everything gets muddled and there's not that level of contrast that I want to have in my brain. Like, in my brain I'm like, I can see it, and then I go to do it and I just get greedy and over blend, and it's fine, you know, it happens. It's part of the learning process, and it's part of the reason why I share it with all of you. So you can see I'm coming back in here after re-adding some highlights and some shadows because I over blended, and you know what? That's fine. It happens to all of us, and at the end of the day, it's no big deal. Just adding some final details here to bring that piece all together. So after that one was done, I was like, well, now I have to do an English rider. So I tried to find a good reference. I'll admit, it was kind of hard to find a good reference. I feel like a lot of people turn their toes out, and I was like, I just want a good, like, side foot leg reference photo. So you'll see I struggle with the sketch a little bit here. I'm like, okay, no, like, bring your hip and your heel and your shoulders all in alignment. Like, I do know how to equitate sometimes. So just trying to bring that all together, and once again committing to the line art style that I like. I've really been enjoying artists who are a little bit more loose, a little more organic, a little more sketchy, and that's something I've tried to capture in these two pieces together. You can see where they're similar, you can see where they're different when they're put side by side, but I feel like it's something I'm going to continue to play around with because it's something I am enjoying doing. So I'm just going in, I'm doing some hacking on the shading here. I was like, I really want it to feel like you ripped it out of a sketchbook or something. That's ultimately the feel that I want to go for, is like that nice organic, yeah, I'm going to use the word organic, that's what we're going to go for. So I'm just laying down a base here so I can go ahead and do a clipping mask. I'm playing around with a couple of these different gouache brushes. There was one that was super light, almost watercolor-esque, and I was like, I need a little bit more commitment on my color than this. Like, I'm an impatient human being. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, I want to see results. I want to see them now. So I went back through with a much more opaque brush just to get some base color down so I knew what I was working with. So I'm coming in again with those gouache brushes to do the shading, and honestly, I love the way that these feel. I'm still getting used to them. I'm still trying to figure out what's going to be the best way to use them for my workflow, but it does feel really nice and organic. I can move quickly. Like, this is a piece that I made in one sitting. So it was super nice to be able to be like, okay, I can see it, I can do it, I can make it. And yes, there's some tweaks and some changes I was going to make later, but all in all, I got most of it done in one go, and it felt good to be able to work in that faster, more organic pace. I feel like sometimes it's so easy to get caught up in all the little nitty-gritty details, and don't get me wrong, like, they're still there. Like, there's some silver leafing on the stirrup and things like that. But at the end of the day, I absolutely love how both of these pieces turned out and how they've pushed me to continue to grow in my workflow. So I hope you enjoy both. If you like them, they are available in my shop. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. And until next time, I will see you later, lovelies.